Well, today we're going to the Gila Petroglyph site. The exit here, exit 102 to Painted Rock Road, headed westbound on Interstate 8. We're gonna veer here. See this little Petroglyph Painted Rock site? This here is called Painted Rock Road. Up here, right next to the Solana generating station. This here's a giant industrial little solar energy park.
No services.
There's no services here, so bring plenty of beer. Anyway, this is killing all the desert tortoises. Now here's a huge cow farm. Look at all those cattle. I'm gonna roll down the window so you can smell. Can you smell that? You have like smell-o-vision. It smells like a lot of cattle. So this road heads up, I think, about 10 miles. We hit a dirt road. Takes us over Painted Rock Road, veers to the right. You want to go straight here to Rocky Point Road. There's a couple little turnouts. You can just camp on your own. We have a little sorrel cacti here. It's not looking that good. All these guys are creosote bushes. This heads out about a mile until we get to the campground. So here we got Painted Rock Petroglyph site and campground entrance right here. So we turn in here about 0.6 miles on this little bumpy gravelly road is the campground. So straight to campground. To the right, that's the Petroglyph site, so we're headed to.
Desert tortoise.
So here's what it looks like. We're gonna come back here on our little hike, find a desert tortoise, covered gazebo, picnic area, restrooms. See, it's pretty cool. All right, here we are at the Petroglyph campground. It's all first come, first serve, and nobody is here because it's really hot. It's 107 degrees right now. Campground. It's really windy, so I got my back to you to the wind here. Anyway, there's 59 individual sites. There's 2 group sites, picnic tables, fire rings, no water, no electric hookups, 2 vault toilets, trash collection. And then up here, we had a little shaded area you could have lunch at. All right, it's really windy. It's super hot, so we're not going to stay at the campground. So you got to do that in January. Hey, anyway, this is the location of the petroglyphs. Little history: in 1775, Juan Bautista de Anza came through to claim this place for Mexico or Spain. And then in 1846, the Mormon Battalion came through to claim this place for America, United States. 1858, Butterfield Stagecoach came through, and then in 1989, this place became BLM. And it's all pretty barren, you can tell. I have my back to the wind because it's so windy here. Look at that. So the petroglyphs, their meanings. So you make a petroglyph. I'll show you how to do that later. Anyway, lots of meanings here. Here's a man here with interlocking hands. Here's a lizard and a sun and a deer and some snakes and a rattlesnake and all sorts of mumbo jumbo stuff. A little maze. Get a little archaeologist perspective of this place. I hope you can hear me better. It's all railed off here. A little dirt walkway and a little volcanic area. So Native Americans have lived here for thousands of years. You find these petroglyphs. Typically they last like 12,000 years. So we'll say these guys are here 10,000 years ago, maybe 12,000 years ago. And I don't see anything here. It's all lava rock, obviously, so lava, magma, this place is. All right, see this little thing in the rock there? Right there? That's a petroglyph. All right, we'll see if we find some more. So we'll walk around the back side here, and you're not allowed to cross this little fence here, so we can't really see anything really cool. Maybe there's something out here. The coolest thing here is the creosote bushes, Luria tridentata, but they're all over the place. Anyway, looks like a ironwood right there, Olnea soda. Let's see if there's anything up here. Anyway, all right, here we have a little maze on this rock here. See that? I'm gonna pan back a little. So the way you make that, you need a sharp instrument, and then you carve off the little patina off the rock, or the sand varnish they call it, and it scars the rock, and that lasts like that for about 12,000 years. That's called a petroglyph. Don't mix it up with a pictograph. Pictograph is just when you paint pictures on a rock, and that goes away after about 200 years. So these guys, it'll stay like that for like 12,000 years before it kind of etches away. That's a little maze. Maybe these natives were a little confused about something. We got some more up here. See that little figure right there? Okay, not sure what that means, but it probably means something to somebody who knows something about archaeology. Here's a bunch of little rocks here. That little guy, he's a little guy.
Running away from something.
Yeah, he's running away from maybe one of them little, you know, rats that run around in the desert. There's some more up here.
Some on top.
It says do not enter. But we got some rocks here. Some little petroglyphs. Petroglyph. All right. So I don't know. This place is really worth it. Let's see here. There's another little guy. Right here, he's running from something. It's guaranteed it's not a polar bear. Let's see, and it tells you who passed this way. Well, a bunch of people. Look at all these up here. All these rocks. They're all carved out. And they've been here for, I don't know, 8,000, 10,000, 12,000 years. But we're not really allowed to go up there to take a look at these cool little drawings on the rocks here. Looks like they've tumbled a little bit over the years. Most of the time you find, like here, this guy right there. Looks like some sort of animal on there. See that? Maybe that's like one of the ancient elephants, or maybe a desert camel used to roam out in these areas here. This guy, he's got some more figures on there. A couple of human-looking things. Little animal loop-de-loopy guys. Yeah, okay. There's a close one. We can get him. Not sure what's going on, but something was carved in there. Man-made or alien-made. Here's a whole bunch right here. Check out that. All these little carved figures. You got to get in there to know all the nitty-gritty. And this one's pretty good. See, this guy here. He's a little hunter right here. See that? He's got like a bow and arrow. It looks like he's probably shooting one of our bighorn sheep. All right, Ovis canadensis, who came out here, I don't know, 800,000 years ago off the Bering Strait, the ice bridge. Here we got some more rocks with figures. Little spirally round guys. Out here we got some more. And way up here, look at the rocks. We're going to take a closer look over here at those guys way up there as we meander around these rocks on the very windy side of the desert. And hopefully you can hear me okay. But if you don't, then I don't know. I'll just have to delete this video. Alright, see all these little drawings and carvings on these rocks? These people were very, very imaginative, or they're very bored carving stuff in all these rocks. Or they had lots of stories to tell, but they don't have really a written language, so it's kind of hard to tell history and civilization without a written language. So these guys use all these little drawings and stuff, maybe to communicate to all the aliens. See, a little rock with circles on it. Hey, it's a boycott Target. I think this says boycott Target right there for all that crap they're doing. Anyway, here's some more rocks up here. See that? We got all these like carvings from the patina. So I tell you, some rocks are easier to carve and less, you know, rocks are harder to carve. But this lava rock, you know, it seems to decay a little faster than some of the other rocks we have up in the desert here in some of our canyons. So it's a little tough to tell sometimes what these drawings and things really say. Here we got a whole bunch here. Got some circles and loops and little men and little animals and maybe a snake or a river. Well, I don't think there's a river. Not out here. It might be a scorpion or two. There's some more here, right here. Little men kind of bouncing around down here. See that guy? He's probably doing like a dance, like a warrior dance. Sometimes they got the shaman, they got him real high on sacred datura. He's a hallucinogen out here in the desert, and the guy get real high and start drawing stuff. That's how those shamans work sometimes. And there's some more rocks out here. Right, you got to stay on the trail, so we can't go up there. This guy here looks like a little bighorn sheep or something right there. See that guy right there? It's a fat sheep. He's a fat bighorn sheep. Let's see what we got. More rocks out here. Anyway, you kind of get the idea about what we're looking at. So all in all, this place is it's pretty amazing, but at the same time, it's kind of a dud because you can't get up there and see the stuff. And it's also really, really hot. So that's my video. And I know you did not enjoy this video because it's kind of a mess. But look at this guy right here. See that? He's a little snake. He's a snake in the grass or snake in the dirt. Maybe that's a, you know, diamond-backed rattlesnake or copperhead or something like that. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.